Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the week of the 8th going to the 14th of May. So happy birthday. It's the Taurus season, isn't it? Happy birthday to anyone who is celebrating around this time. I'm going to jump straight into it and see what's going on for you guys, okay? All right, please for Taurus. Yeah, the number 2 is really significant, and before I even got that message, I was picking up that some of you have two spirits that are around you at this time, okay? You are protected by these two spirits, okay? And then these number 2s kept coming through, and it is the 2nd of May when I'm posting this, so there's a lot of 2s coming in, which is actually about partnership, connection, and that can even be contracts and stuff. It's really about those things. Also, Taurus, I'm pretty sure you guys rule the second house too, so you're really in your element. This is all about, the second house in astrology is all about possessions and what you own, okay? And the money that you attain. So these could be messages for you within this week, all right? I am going to say this is really, through the oracles that I'm seeing already, this is really an energy to try and be at peace where you are. And I think Capricorn had just a similar message, but all of this is kind of focusing on your present. And I'm going to clarify first. But in the Oracle decks, the energy seems like a stay where you are is what I'm feeling. Just for now, things are changing. But I'm picking it up in a sense that it seems like a manifestation is going to come where you are in the present, if that makes any sense. Anyway, let me pull the cards out for you, Taurus. Whoa, very strong. Okay, some of you, if you've been waiting for some sort of communication, that is coming in. Like, this is very quickly coming in because your two first cards is Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. This is Libran energy, okay? This could be you making communication. I'm just going to take this off. For some of you, if you are in this Queen of Swords energy of not taking any crap from anybody, it kind of feels like there is communication coming to you, or you could be the one making it. But we do also have... Sorry. We do also have the Three of Wands coming in, so this seems like something that you have been waiting for. All right, but it seems very victorious. So being with that message that I was just saying, Taurus, that's something they're asking you to be where you are because this is where it's going to come through. You're gaining victory by being disciplined, because Queen of Swords can be really disciplined. She can have a lot of boundaries. I would just say don't settle for less. Don't jump. It's very similar to Capricorn. I don't know if you guys have Capricorn placements, but it's in a sense of don't just jump into something for the sake of leaving something else. They're saying to be present, focus on you, have your boundaries, but I'm not seeing any movement. So movement is coming to you. That's what I'm picking up on. This isn't a form of communication. Now you have two aces coming through here. Yeah. You see? You guys are becoming a lot more grounded with the Ace of Pentacles, by the way. And the Four of Swords coming together again in this state of rest and in this state of waiting. You have two new beginnings. You have two amazing opportunities. All one incredible one where it indicates communication and maybe financial increase for you guys. Maybe you wanted to kind of give up or change something a little bit. I'm just saying, like, keep doing what you're doing here because you are manifesting in something. All right, some of you need to heal or maybe take a break or maybe sort your health out a little bit or maybe have that as your focus. For those of you who have already been kind of like, suffering in terms of your health or you've been going through a few issues, the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Swords is a good sign that things are going to be becoming more stable. But I have an energy of maybe you guys were rejected from something or felt rejected from something, even if it's like a manifestation that you wanted to bring in. This is an energy on the bottom of the deck here, the Four of Cups, Five of Swords, is like feeling rejected. Or someone's feeling rejected from you. Okay, interesting message for you guys. So in your Oracle deck, we have the Blessed card, which is, of course, the double 2 here, number 22. This is an energy of, like, sometimes we want to just leap into the flow of life, leap into things when they're fast-moving, moving forward, especially because you have kind of grown your wings here. So, Taurus, you've made improvements. You have gained a lot of you've changed. I kind of feel like you're in this process of changing. You're coming out the other side of something here, or you've grown, is what they're saying here. So you do have these wings. You do have this new energy coming from you. Don't know what they're indicating. I'm just picking up on it. But there is still something that's not quite ready just yet. So you can't jump into something. So this blessed energy usually comes through as dodging a bullet. So if you have been rejected from something, this is kind of a good sign, because it just wasn't the right thing for you and you weren't quite ready for that. So the blessed energy is being in the center, is being centered, is being focused. You then have this breathe, which is all about being connected to the universe. And in fact, all of this really is. So if you are really tapping into your own self, spending more time alone, this is a really, really, really positive energy that you are becoming a lot more intuitive. You're really being in tune with yourself, with the universe around you. I get that some of you guys are like very, you guys are like, what do you call them? Why am I suddenly forgetting my words? You guys have a lot of empathy. Let's just say that. If there is a word, I'm going to hate myself for not knowing this. But you're very intuitive. You have a lot of empathy for people. You feel people's emotions. So just pay attention to this. Maybe sometimes you might need to take a break from people because of this energy of focusing on yourself. And I am kind of picking up on this. So don't see that as a blockage. Don't see that as, if you've had to take some time out for your health, it kind of feels like maybe they were trying to get you to heal or focus on yourself in the meantime before you go out and help everybody else or do these certain things. Okay, it's like prepping yourself for something. Because as you can see, and by the way, breathwork is going to be great for this. It's about centering yourself and focusing on your own lily pad and not everybody else's, not comparing your journey to other people, and not even in whatever way, not comparing yourself to people who are doing better, not comparing yourself to people who are doing worse, and kind of feeling all these emotions. I feel like you're getting your emotions in control, and this is where you're making peace with something here. This could be forgiving the past, forgiving others here. You're coming into this blessed, breathe, and peaceful energy, which is very, very, it's very gentle. And then this Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords coming through as you've been waiting for communication. You personally have not reached out for something. You've been waiting for something. So it's now coming to you. Let's see what's going on for Taurus. The Well. So this is really about really big new beginnings coming for you. A lot of you guys will end up having this choice, and this always comes in with the Well for me, because it is a card of like, there's a lot in front of you. And if you haven't been in that position where there's a lot in front of you, then now you will be, is this energy of there's going to be a lot of new beginnings that you get to choose from. There's like an unlimited amount of new beginnings. And just by saying that, you have 3 aces now in your reading. So it just kind of feels like you guys are really having a lot of new beginnings in your life and maybe completely transforming it. Which is interesting because there is not this big transformational energy. I think you've already been through that, but it was almost like you're kind of adjusting still from something that may have happened in the past. And you've been through the destruction already, Taurus. There's an energy of where things are kind of fitting into place when they need to around this week. You then have the Ace of Cups here, so love, and a 7 of Wands, which is an interesting combination for those of you who are dealing with a relationship. If you're in conflict at the moment, or there is a little bit of like defensiveness, then this feels like this can be resolved. All right, there's a lot of love in this connection. For others of you, in terms of just the things that you're facing in life, because the 7 of Wands does say that there is a lot on your plate, a lot of things that, it looks like you're having, it kind of looks, if you looked at it, it's like there is no chance I'm going to get through this. But this Ace of Cups and the 7 of Wands is giving you very beautiful energy to overcome this and to know that you're going to overcome the things that are happening, all right, in your life right now. So there is this very beautiful presence that is coming into your life around this week from the universe. That's what it feels like, of where it's like everything is going to be okay. And if you just center yourself, if you just breathe, and put yourself in this position to see things differently, you will see that also. Because the Hanged Man puts himself in an upside down position to see life differently. That's where he becomes enlightened. So you guys are becoming enlightened by this kind of stuck energy, or this energy of just observing. And now I'm seeing like an eagle. You know how they kind of just soar and they're in this flow state. They're not exactly going anywhere. They're just observing. And when they see something, then they go and get it. There's this energy of where you're becoming that very skilled opportunist, is the word coming up here. I don't know. Let's carry on. You're the two of cups coming through, which is good in terms of partnerships. Like we were saying, that number 2 is very important here. So some of you could be meeting a soulmate. Some of you could already be with a soulmate. I am picking up on a deceitful past, though, for some of you here, Taurus. You have had a lot of wounds when it comes down to people. It doesn't just have to be to do with relationship, but it's people who you have this connection to. Because the 2 of Cups is a soulmate. And not all soulmates are graceful. Let me just say that. Some people are here to teach us a lesson. We can have a great connection with someone and then it not end in that very happily ever after state. So for some of you, I do see that you're meeting more people and maybe you are coming into a new connection with somebody, but I'm picking up on a deceitful past, all right? Somebody here, maybe you or somebody else, has been through it, because what's being shown to me is the 7 of Swords. And we also have the 5 of Pentacles. So this is that inner wound of maybe being deceived, cheated on, lied to, stolen from, is coming through for you, Taurus. So you might not have this, you might be removing these past experiences, and this might be where you're making peace with it so that you can move forward and understand there is true love out there. We have the 6 of Cups, 8 of Cups, and the Judgment here. So this is actually kind of releasing the past and letting it go. And this could even be old friendships and soulmates. It's finally releasing the past. And some of you, maybe that's what you've been doing, is maybe avoiding accepting love that's been coming your way. Maybe you haven't seen it because you've been dealing with other things, you know, but there is this hand being offered to you. In terms of loving relationships, friendships, you know, everything else, okay? All right, what does Taurus need to hear within this week? A Hierophant. So yeah, Taurus, it is your season. It makes sense here, but this is really about commitment. So for those of you who could actually be getting a promotion, or there could be some contracts or partnerships that you guys are dealing with around this time, because it's very heavily coming through. So we have your energy, Taurus. Now, the Hierophant actually not only is speaking about connections and a coming together of 2 people, because it does represent marriage, it actually also speaks of ascension. It's about ascending to the next level, becoming closer to the universe or whatever it is you believe in, God here, okay? This is becoming higher. And because the 6 of Pentacles coming through straight after, it feels like there's a promise being made, or some fairness being made in a situation. You're being given something because of something you have promised yourself to. Like this could be a very healthy relationship where things are very equal and you're not used to that. You're used to people taking from you and taking advantage of you. All right, so there's Hierophant and the 6 of Pentacles. In terms of love, I'm going to say this looks very fair. It feels like you're actually meeting a divine soulmate, by the way. And the way that you guys are going to meet, I feel like my heart is very interesting. You might feel this connection straight away. Because I can feel it in my heart. Like this is actually going to make your heart chakra really open up. And that's what I'm seeing, is that it was a little bit like closed off. Like I have other things to focus on. I'm not focusing on life. I got so much on my plate. It's just going to slow me down. I think it's only because you have that outlook because of the past that you've experienced. Because people have slowed you down. But the right soulmate, your true soulmate, Taurus, is not going to slow you down. They're going to empower you to move forward. So the 6 of Pentacles is a very, very equal, beautiful energy in terms of love and relationships. And you have the Wild card. Or you could meet this person whilst traveling or in this new chapter of your life. Or this could be definitely a new person here. The way that you meet is very divine. I kind of feel like the universe has aligned it to be that way. But maybe it's because of your connection to yourself now that you're meeting your other half, is what I'm hearing. Anyway, outside of love, because I know some people don't want to talk about it. Let's see what's going on. For Taurus, please. You have the Temperance, you have the Knight of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. So interesting. Okay. I like this energy of going slow with anything that you're doing, because this is about making sure that you feel grounded. And as an earth sign, Taurus, especially a fixed sign, you guys like to make sure that you feel something first. Otherwise, you just reject it straight away. So the Temperance and the Knight of Cups is kind of testing the waters with something, is balancing yourself to be able to, put your heart on your sleeve and move forward. And that's not just in terms of love. That's just making sure that you feel things first before moving into it, like a job or a new beginning in your life, new location. Like, I do see here that you're in this much more vulnerable state, but the Temperance is, again, the universe is really here with you, is pushing you towards it. I feel like you're getting a sense of reassurance around this time from the universe, because Seven of Cups, there's a lot of options out there, and there's a lot of like uncertainty, there's a lot of confusion. You don't know who's wearing a mask, or what is actually going to be best for you. But because of this Knight of Cups and Seven of Cups, take what resonates with you most. And I'm not just talking about the reading, I'm speaking about the options that you have in front of you. There is something that's going to match your cup here. And if it's not there yet, then it's not there yet. Only take what you know is kind of what you're giving. And that's what I'm picking up. You have a cup, metaphorically. It's supposed to match yours. It's what I'm picking up on here. So if nothing is around you in terms of options in your life, jobs, interviews, whatever, all right, houses even, like I know a lot of people going through different things, relationships, partnerships, friendships. If nothing is matching yours and you're not feeling 100% about it, it's not for you. And that's your way of trusting yourself here, is actually, when I feel it, then that's when it's the right thing for me. And you're right with that. Because you're right. Also, Taurus, you're right. I just feel like I have to say that. Your gut instinct about things is right. If it doesn't feel right to you, then it's not the right time for it, or it's not the right thing. Because there are a lot of like unknown things in the world. You never know if you really know someone, or if it's just what they're showing you. But in time and moving forward and making sure it resonates with you and it's equal to you, that's the right thing for you. So Taurus, I do see that you could be dealing with some legal situations at this time, or some contracts here, but this all looks really incredible. Look at the cards you just had out. You have two major arcana cards here, Leo and Libra, okay? The initial L can mean something here, but strength and justice coming through. We have an owl and the lion, so this is just wisdom, this is fairness, and this is strength coming in for you. A very solid contract, a very solid karmic lesson coming through, a very strong, solid karma. And what is that karma? Well, we have the Ten of Cups and the King of Pentacles, which again is Taurus energy. This is that second house that we've been speaking about. You are going to be in this very solid, stable, abundant position. And also a very happy one too, with the Ten of Cups. All right? This is all about emotional fulfillment, and not just with you, but with people around you. So I do see that you're going to have a really good support system, or that things in a family or things in a friendship group is really going to be really happy. It's a lot of happiness coming in for you, Taurus, within this week. But again, the message that is coming through the most is just chill. Chill. Don't rush anything around this time. Really be present, because you're really going to see things for the truth, because you're very in tune at this time. You have teardrops coming through, and that is that kind of past energy we're picking up on. This says great personal sorrow. All right, and this could have been because of a temporary situation. Some of you, this is to do with your finances, okay? You pay attention to your finances here. You could be, grieving a loss of your finances, or in a difficult position financially. This King of Pentacles, the strength and justice, says you may have felt like, maybe we have dark man here. So this could be you or somebody else. It says dealings a relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair coming through, Taurus. Maybe you've been through a lot of tears when it comes down to your finances, or when it comes down to your situation, and things not being very solidified. This is coming through for you, and this is your divine karma for the strength that you've had going through these situations of loss. All right, this kind of feels like we have October. Something could have been significant around October for you here, Taurus. We have astral house, and a lot of you, some of you, could be a Libra coming through, okay, with October and love. All right, maybe some of you will meet this person in October. Anything else? Oh, here we go. Some of you are really meeting someone. We now have woman coming through. We have success. That could be you also, Taurus, wherever you are. And caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. And that's why I was saying with this. You were a caterpillar. You're now gaining wings, but you're not quite ready just yet to rush forward, which is fine. I think that's good that you're not rushing. You're doing things at your own pace. By the way, underneath that, you do have marriage. So some of you are really going to be meeting the love of your life. I'm picking that up. You know, you've been through some tough times. I can see that. You've been through a lot of tears. So this is kind of like your reward for the dark times you've been through. I say reward. This is your justice. All right, an animal spirit, please, for Taurus. Seahorse. This is so funny. Like I was saying in the beginning, it kind of like felt like you just had to stay where you are, because you have watch and wait coming through, which is beautiful. And by the way, this is 5 and a 3, which goes for an 8, and an 8 for me is similar to a 5. It is about change, but 8 is like karma. 8 is kind of like what you put out, the change you put out into the world comes back to you. And this feels very, very good. It's not like the 5. 5s are like necessary changes, which we do have a 5 here, but it kind of feels like it's more of an 8. All right, and Seahorse spirit, watch and wait. Things are going to come to you. Things will happen very naturally here. And as long as you feel it, don't do anything you don't feel is right. Things are seemingly like slotting into place for you, Taurus. All right, just make peace with it. Breathe through it and make sure you're connected, because you will be blessed at this time. Okay, I love you guys. I wish you all the best, sending you my love and appreciation, and I will see you guys next time. All right.